Am I the prettiest? Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town? But who am I? Who am I? I can't hear you.
Oh yeah, we in the den smoking and coughing. You already know what it is. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. You already know what's going on, man. It is Monday, the 11th of August. We are in effect. It is the AM King Show. Once again, it's J-Pad the Juggernaut, C, LB, and the Abbott, the Mellow Man PDC. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We are here in the mornings for you guys to get yourself together, get your mind right, and get the volumes going where they need to be going and everything in the world. You know what I'm saying? Get all the volumes right. Hey, mic checking and disrespecting and all kind of good shit. But yeah, man. Let's run a couple beats to get everybody warmed up this morning, shall we? Let's go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Do it like we always knew it. Good morning, everybody. Anthony James, what's going on, brother? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to the show. We are back in effect. How's that? As the Bellow Man said, and I'm not Teddy Riley, but I'm swinging like the new Jack. That's it.
Juggernaut.
What up, Ken? Misery, what up? England checking in, Michigan checking in, everybody checking in. Let's go.
Juggernaut.
It's the Juggernaut.
Oh yeah, we got bars in the chat. Bars in the chat. You know what it is? That's how we get to it. Yeah.
Juggernaut.
In the streets it's getting hot, and the youths them a get so cold. Searching for food for the pot, where they do anything to fill that gap.
Juggernaut's on the 1 and 2, man. J-Pad, Q.
Juggernaut.
Oh na na, yeah na 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 yes, yeah. Oh na na, yeah, yeah.
Juggernaut.
Make sure y'all liking, subscribing, and sharing the show. You already know. It's the Kings in the morning. Definitely do not forget. LFXmedia.live. The woke show is after this. Oh, the reggae DJ. Appreciate it, brother. You know what I'm saying? The AM Kings. Let's go. Yeah, no Indiana goodie. You know what I'm saying? No hoodie. Yeah, I got beats for centuries. You ain't never lie, bro. I don't know why people be thinking that. You know what I'm saying? That it ain't like that. Anybody that really know me, know I take over the whole show with me. You know what I mean? Like, that's not being funny. You know what I'm saying?
سلم الخسايد انسى الراجل سر وانسى كنز بلا انسى سلم الخسايد انسى الراجل سر وانسى كنز بلا بتابع انسى سلم الخسايد انسى الراجل سر
It's a wake up call.
كنز بلا
Welcome, everybody. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the show. You already know what it is, man. Yeah, I don't know why these cats be sleeping on it, man. Beats for days, man. Shit. You know,
yeah, you made that beat years ago. That's the crazy part.
Oh yeah, man. Quite
I
some
remember
time.
we was talking about that. We was talking about that.
Oh man, they don't even know. Decades. Some of the beats that I'm playing, you know what I'm saying, are decades old. You know what I mean? Like, this is how long we've been doing this. We ain't new to this. We true to this. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. But other than that, everybody's had a good weekend. I hope, you know what I mean? Like, I hope everybody's weekend was good. Yeah, the PDC was telling us about the Astros making the charge and the move. You know, getting in position. It's getting around it's getting around that time for the baseball fans out there. It's getting around that time. Got a jockey for the position. I think this is going to be one of the tightest the tightest races to the finish line in a while. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like any team is really getting out of here with the records and stuff like that. Everybody's kind of like in a deep pack of you know what I'm saying? Oh man, look, I appreciate that, Misery. He said you couldn't tell it. That's how good the production is. Man, it's been like that for a long time, brother. Sometimes you just be thankful and grateful, just like the fella said, and you know, have longevity like this and be able to still continue to do it on this day-to-day basis is a blessing. At this point, at this stage of my career, I have to say it's a blessing. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Real quickly though, the baseball race is heating up. It's gonna get tight. You know what I'm saying? Tighter than the Cowboys' pants, if you will. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We'll stay tuned and see how everything goes. We'll stay tuned and see it because as soon as the playoffs hit in any professional sport, we're gonna definitely bring you some information. We're gonna bring you some information, and we did it earlier this year with the NBA. We're gonna do it this year with the NFL. Uh, we're gonna do it this year with all the major sports in America. We're gonna definitely do it. Jay Leonard, what up? What's going on? Steelers Nation, what's going
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
You already know what it is, man. We is in effect. And yes, fellas, without further ado, we're gonna get to the rundown real quick today. And we're gonna start off with something a little different than we normally do. But I feel like it's necessary to spread a good message or two in the morning while we at it, giving y'all the latest and the up to datest. Um, this one I found real interesting, and yeah, what up, John? John's in here this morning. Yeah, your chat. We see you in the chat today. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Jay Leonard, we see you. We see you. You already know what it is. But this caption says this, and I quote: "It says the best thing I learned was how to still enjoy my life during my storms. As long as we have life, we will have problems. My entire world can be in chaos, and I'll still try to find a reason to laugh and smile." You know what I'm saying? I felt like that was a powerful way to start the day. And I think from time to time, we got to bring these little quotes to people. And, set your day right. You know what I'm saying? Because we all going to go through some muck in this life, in this thing we call life. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go through some muck. But, we still got to find a reason to laugh and smile. You know what I'm saying? And that's one to grow on. That's one to grow on. You know what I'm saying? If you guys can elaborate on that, let's go ahead and get elaborating on that real quick. You know what I'm saying? See,
Yeah. Because of stuff like that, I developed morbid comedy. Like, ooh, my morbid comedy is extremely morbid.
mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, me and my cousin, like, so many crazy things happened to us in our childhood, to the point where we just learn how to laugh at so many crazy things. It's not that we're immoral; we still
Right.
comprehend where we're at, and certain things we just won't, certain jokes we won't say around certain people because we realize that they just not they panties in a bunch. So they and we also have to comprehend people aren't at that point where they can just laugh, because you have to laugh because life is going to be difficult. Life will keep hitting you down, and it's not for you to stay down. It's for you to have the high vibe. So I learned how to laugh.
Yep. I mean, hey, listen, 110% true. You know what I'm saying? Like LB.
Yeah, you learn through life. Every day ain't the same. You learn your trigger points. You know what gets you in that mood. You know what takes it out your mood. You know what makes you laugh, what makes you sad. So, you know what I mean? You try to stay with, like C say, stay with high vibrations and stay around people that have vibrations. Your mood will be in high vibrations also. So that's what you need to look for, to be around people that got that high energy, to keep your energy high even when you don't feel like having high energy.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Abbott.
And
Absolutely. I agree with C and LB. You as well. Custom B King. Um, my mindset is the the best part of going through something is getting to the other side. You know, when once you know you're going through something, you eventually you're going to get to the other side. So that's the mindset I say. You know, like Biggie said, stay low and keep firing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's it's a lot of cliche things to say. You know, it gets greater later, all of those things, and it actually does. You know, because when things get so low, how much lower can they get? You know what I'm saying? So when you hit that rock bottom, it really builds you for what you got coming. You know what I'm saying? And I would, Pat, like the last 5 years, you know what I'm saying? 2020, January 15th, I was in a 3 car pileup,
Mm.
car total. You know what I mean? I had COVID 3 times during COVID.
Man,
Um, Test after test after test, still here, built for it tough.
we still find a reason
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make it the season.
yeah.
And I think
1950s
that
Exactly.
Ford
that's with
tough
all of us,
because Fords right now ain't so tough. 1950s Ford.
Maybe I was about to say that was a tough Ford. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get
I
what
was
you
about to
get.
say, man, like as far as the way I look at it personally, like we are only as good as we allow ourselves to be. And life is going to teach you. Life is going to teach you a lot of lessons. It's going to teach you how, most importantly, in my opinion, how to react to adversity. Adversity is going to come to all of us, but how we choose to react to it is a whole entire different type of ball game. You know what I'm saying? So react better so you can lessen the times of being bitter. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my own original quotes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I own the copyrights or nothing. I'm just saying this is something that I say. Be better so you do not have to worry about being bitter. You know what I'm saying? Because they two different words that kind of like similar in sound and all that other good stuff. Tay Adams, what's going on? You know what I mean? Don't know what to do next, Jay. Seek from the inside out, brother. Seek from the inside out. Instead of letting the outside world control what's going on the inside of you, learn how to let the inside of you control what's going on the outside. I know that sounds crazy, but that's really the key to manifesting a better life, a better lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And we're not ignoring this morning, brother Michael Woodard. We familiar with
For sure.
the cause. We're familiar with the cause that's going on. As a matter of fact, Mellow Man, that is his cousin as well. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. I left you a private message on behalf of my cousin that was murdered July 2nd, 2025. We definitely have been mentioning Marcello in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh yeah, we
yeah,
was
we
live at the steps.
yeah, for sure. We got the message, Michael, and these are the photos that you shared with me, and I'm going to share them as well. You know, there's Attorney Ben Crump. Uh, he came to the city of Erie, and the press conference was held. They're trying to seek justice for an unarmed black man that was killed by his parole officer. You know what I'm saying? No problem, man. No problem. This is what we do, man. This is what we do, and we've been on it. And as you know, with your cousin Craig, you know what I'm saying. If you didn't know, I'm part of the multimedia team that is behind, etc. with the Woodards. You know what I'm saying. So this is how closely knit our network is, man. But to make a long story short, you know what I'm saying. These are the pictures. That's brother Michael Woodard right there. You know what I'm saying, with his fist raised right there. So make sure that we uh, speak up the Justice for Cello movement, Cello up. You know what I'm saying? We all are standing in solidarity with y'all brothers and sisters up in Erie. We are Erie natives. Me, LB, Mellow Man, PDC. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, solid work. You already know what it is, man. You already know. We jumped right in, and I was going to jump the line with this anyway, brother. Whatever we have in our topics to discuss, and we were going to bring some light and some attention to it. The people are definitely assembled, and um, we will not let this situation go quietly over here at the AM King Show either. You know what I'm saying? It's impartial to all of us, and we thank you for sharing some photos. Thank you for sharing those things to us. You know what I mean? So we could get things going in the right direction. You already know. Without further ado, though, let's continue on, guys. Let's continue on. Let's get our topics in for the day, shall we? Let's go ahead. Let's take a look and see. All right. I had to bring this one because we're seeing now the dictatorship that we are under. is definitely going down the hill in a rapid and quick fashion. And so we're gonna get a quick read on this and try to skim through it real quick. It says, first of all, the title says Trump escalates crime rhetoric ahead of Washington crackdown announcement. Oh yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome, Michael. You already know. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. Don't even have to thank us. This is just what we do here over here at the AM King Show. This is what we do. Big salute to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Keep on fighting the good fight. We are here standing in solidarity with you. Once again, though, Trump escalates the crime rhetoric ahead of Washington crackdown announcement. Says President Donald Trump has spent days escalating his rhetoric on crime in Washington, calling the U.S. Capitol totally out of control and ordering a federal law enforcement surge ahead of a Monday press conference, which is today. We will be keeping an eye on it. You know what I'm saying? Out to outline a sweeping crackdown in the nation's capital. And just yesterday, Trump wrote on Truth Social, the homeless have to move out immediately. We will give you places to stay, but far from the capital. The criminals, you don't have to move out. We're going to put you in jail where you belong. The Democratic mayor of Washington, Muriel Bowser, pushed back on Trump's claim, saying the city is not experiencing a crime spike and highlighting that violent crime has fallen to a 30-year low. Trump called Bowser a good person who has tried, but said she's given many chances. She's been given many chances while crime numbers continue to worsen. In reality, violent crime fell 26% in the first 7 months of 2025. And overall crime dropped 7%, according to the city's police department in Washington, D.C. But gun violence remains an issue. In 2023, Washington had the third highest gun homicide rate among U.S. cities, with populations of over 500,000, according to gun control advocacy group Every Town for Gun Safety. Okay. He wants, he's intensified. Trump has intensified the message uh, with demanding the swift eviction of homeless residents and vowing to jail offenders. He has raised the prospect of stripping the city of its local autonomy and signaled a possible full federal takeover. The Trump administration is also preparing to deploy hundreds of National Guard troops to Washington, a U.S. official told Reuters, a controversial tactic that Trump used recently in Los Angeles to respond to immigration protests over the objections of local officials. Trump has not made a final decision on this matter, but I think we are getting the gist of what we're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. We are seeing a full-blown dictatorship developing in this new, you know what I'm saying, presidency. This new presidency and his cabinet, his team, all these people are screaming dictatorship from the rip. Let's get some response on that, fellas. See.
All right, first, I must say this started only because one of his cousins got jumped.
Right.
That's one.
Which we saw that. If you didn't see that last week, yeah, the what was his name? The big bully or whatever, whatever his
He
name
got
was.
somebody checked him. He got jumped.
Big ball, pause, and all that.
Yeah, and because one of his family members, he decides to do all this crackdown, and it's like DC has been like the way it is before your cousin got jumped. How come you didn't do all this beforehand? One, two. Why you gotta say we got a place for y'all, just not near us? Like, can you make that any more clear? Can like that's plain as day. It's like, okay, let's separate the rich from the poor. We'll give you a place to stay, but it's not
Right.
near us. You stay over there. Ooh, don't touch me. You give me cooties. All that kind of stuff.
See, brother. C, that was definitely timely, man. LB.
My views, I think you witnessing the fall of the United States. We're slowly crumbling apart piece by piece, and we're watching it. unfold right before our eyes because simply the things I grew up with ain't never been seen like the shit I see now. And things is totally out of
Right.
hand and everybody's seeing it. But ain't nobody doing nothing about it. So I don't know, man. I think it's like the fall of a dynasty, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It is absolutely coming to that point. For those who are living under a rock, once again, no disrespect, no shade. But if you're living under a rock, you are not paying attention to what's really, really going on in this new era of our country's chapters of times in history. You're not really aware of what's going on. Abbott, oh,
I
can't
was
hear
typing. Yeah, I was typing.
you. Okay.
Definitely. I wanted to say first and foremost, going back to the beats, you ain't even let us respond to the beats.
Oh, my bad.
Step on them, Abbott. Let them know what they done forgot.
We ain't even respond to the beats. I mean,
Oh,
I guess we're. Let me give y'all some history with me and Pat. Me and Pat actually go back to the 80s just to age ourselves. Professionally, we go back to the early 90s, you know what I mean, professionally, doing music, shows, and all of this stuff. So I don't want to take it lightly. When you drop a beat, I don't want to take it lightly that that's just Pat with another banger. I want to recognize you and give you your flowers, bro. So that's where I want to start with this post first of all.
Hmm.
Give my man his flowers. Horns,
appreciate
whistles.
it.
Give my man his flowers. He's on the Wall of
Appreciate it.
Fame, Pittsburgh, definitely in the Wall of Fame in Erie, without a doubt. So yeah, let's start there. So
Appreciate it.
so what we're seeing again, bully tactics from Chump. We're seeing how out of touch he is talking about the homeless got to move out. You got to move out of, you don't have no place to stay. What do you mean move out? So where am I moving into? Are you telling me, hey, look, all of the guys who are homeless, we got this arena or this gymnasium. Report to the gym. We're going to give you food. We're going to give you some type of health care. It's none of that. It's just move out the way. You're homeless, move out the way. If you
Right.
doing if you're doing what we feel is crimes, then we're putting you in jail.
Right.
Crazy work from a guy with as many felonies as he has as of recently, and you're going to tell the people that's doing wrong like you're going to jail. You pardoned with the crypto stuff going on. They took high advantage of it. The Trump coin, you know what I'm saying? Now imagine this, y'all. He gets convicted of those felonies and not even be able to become president. Just imagine that.
Mm,
So what ended up doing when he made the Trump coin, he came and he had some Saudi Arabian business partners, his sons. They made hundreds of millions of dollars off of that coin. And guess what? His friends that he asked to contribute $250 million to the Trump coin, they lost. The people who lost, they lost close to $1 billion on the Trump coin, but
shoot.
he gained a couple hundred million
Yes,
just
he
off.
did.
So this shouldn't even happen because you're not convicted. You have felonies that you committed.
Hmm.
So how do you even get to that point where you're even doing that? It's blasphemy. It's straight
Woo,
blasphemy.
The felon partner
man.
felony.
Mellow man has
It's
spoken,
spoken.
has
Yeah,
spoken, spoken well. Yes, Sean
yeah.
Howard. He's what's up, Sean? Good morning, Sean. You already know. He said he has to go. Impeach the whole cabinet.
What's up, cuz?
You
It's another
already
one of
know.
these
All
cousins.
right, all right, all right. Welcome in once
Oh,
again to
gotta
the
say thank
AM
you to
King
John for
Show.
sending them stars.
Yes,
Oh,
appreciate
thanks,
it.
John.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
indeed. Thank you for sending the stars. You already know what it is, man. Didn't
Oh,
see
I
that?
want to say this too. Let me say this real quick
Yeah,
to
go.
Tay Adams. Tay Adams is in the network as well. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember, we did a NFL and an NBA. We came together on LFX Media, and Tay Adams was in there. You know,
Okay.
he's family as well,
All right,
and
all
he
right.
has the original Very Blunt podcast. So Tay, if you still listening, you know, you welcome to come and chop with us here at the AM King
Yeah,
show.
we
If you
will send you a link and have you come in and chop it up with us. You know what I'm saying? Our brother is in the building with us. Hey, checking in once again. First Gen Xers, General the
What's
Saint.
good? What's good, gentlemen? What's going on?
Well,
Great morning to you, sir. Great morning, man. Thank you for tapping in and rising up. Like we do,
Well, I
and getting
got to get
ourselves.
got to get the tea first. Got to get the tea.
Gotta get the T or the Joe. This is me. I'm Joe, man. You know what I'm saying? Are you staring at my mug?
God
If
damn.
y'all was wondering what it says
That's
on
some
my
boss.
cup. Are you staring at this mug? Or are you staring at
That's
this
some
mug?
boss. That's some boss shit right there.
Yeah, right. That part of the game. That part of the game. Salute to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that technical difficulty was, Misery. You know what I'm saying? We have been exploring our options as far as well, I know I have been as far as a different medium to broadcast our show, and we're gonna work it out and figure it out as we go along. But you guys are sticking with us, and we appreciate it, man. Let's go to our next subject,
Oh,
and we're bringing our brother our brother Ibrahim Traore, who is Burkina Faso's leader. You know what I'm saying? The young general from Africa. We're gonna bring it in here, and let's have a look. You know what I'm saying? And check this out. It says Burkina Faso has now generated 18 billion from gold mines since Ibrahim Traore took office and banned foreign countries and companies taking over the mines for the country itself. Now, it says Traore, who came to power promising to return control of the country's vast natural resources to the Burkinabe people, has said that gold profits are now being used to benefit the nation rather than foreign companies and private interests. The country's mining minister said the revenue has been a vital part of government efforts to strengthen the economy and fund public services, including healthcare, education, and security. 18 billion from the gold mines. Africa took some power back, took some of its own power back. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some reaction to that, guys. LB.
they got all them greedy hands out their money and shit, so now they able to get their money right because people been in they pockets for a long time. Now that Abraham came in, he done made sure that everybody got their hands out of their pockets, and now you can see how quick they advancing now. They coming along real fast now since he done took over, and then all it was just getting people out their pockets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get some response from the Abbott.
Cuz said he ganked him.
Oh, he ganked him. You talking about Trump? You talking about the chump? Chump ganked him.
Yeah, ganked
Yes, he
him. That's
did.
what's up.
Ganked.
Um,
That's an old classic word. For those who don't remember ganked,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
the word, the phrase ganked, we could give y'all some salt and pepper education on the word ganked itself. You
mhm.
know what I'm saying? Who wants to do the honors this morning and educating the school of people on what gank means?
Yeah.
Well,
You got took. You got hoodwinked.
Got
right.
bamboozled.
You got soul
got
facts.
Uh-huh.
That's right. You got
Put
scammed and
some orange
schemed.
gel on it.
got flim flammed and shammed.
Flu
He said,
games.
"Put some orange off."
Hey,
You know, old school
hey,
tactic.
right, for real.
Yeah,
Hey,
drink some
shout
ginger
out
ale,
to
go to sleep. You
Hustle.
be all right.
Shout out to Hustle, the gang king.
Righteous.
Damn.
My
Yeah, you
man,
be all right with some
my
Yes.
ginger
man used
ale.
to sell
Go to sleep.
ounces of
Of the gang. Of the
P
gang.
finesse.
Spray on it like,
Yo,
yeah, that's
yes.
that fire.
Well,
Yeah,
we can safely say that Africa is not getting ganked
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah,
And brother Ibrahim is leading and spearheading this movement for Africa not to get ganked. Now that y'all know what gank means, Africa's taking charge of things and getting things back into their own hands.
Mhm.
Real simple, fellas, real simple. What you think, C?
people are starting to wake up and feel confident, which is a good thing. So long as they keep stepping in the right direction, doing things for the right things, not because they're angry, yet because of principle, because of character, because what is right and what is wrong. So,
Well said.
so long as we keep moving in that
Yes,
direction,
sir.
it'll be great.
Be great. Be great. More than rain. You already know B-Boys TV in the building
Man,
this
beat
morning.
boys.
Yes, indeed. Sean said, yeah, they gave you some
Here you go,
bullshit.
Rain.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, Rain, you see, oh yeah, show hold on, L.
Damn, bro.
Hold it up, L.
Hold up the
I'm
L,
trying,
L.
I'm gonna hold
Hold
it
it up,
up.
L. Hold
I'm
up,
trying to
L.
hold it up. There you go, bro. It's
It's
something to go
filling
on
up the
right there.
screen.
Don't sit.
That-
Right.
It's
That's
filling
one to
up.
go on.
Hit him with the baseball.
It,
Yes,
Philly
it's
gave
filling
a
up.
baseball.
It's filling up the screen with lots. Damn.
with nothing but the goodness and the graciousness of,
You great.
of life. You know what
Yes,
I'm
sir. Yes, sir.
saying? He said, ain't no way. He said, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I'll give you
Ain't
a
no
tutorial
way.
and everything. What else do you need?
Yeah, man, we got the
Man.
Steam Machine Clan. We got the Steam Machine Clan on the set with us this morning. You know what I'm saying? Saint, when you see something about Africa taking back its own power, give us some perspective on what you feel, how you feel about
Let me
that.
see. How about I give you something that I can understand? It's kind of like Wakanda in a sense, if you can follow me. Pretty much a sovereign nation of their own. This guy then came through like Black Panther and then came up and like, hey, we're gonna let you know this is not what you want, but this is how we getting it. And we don't want any other outsiders. We're good. We got our own money. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Yes, sir. Well said, man. I like that philosophy because really that's exactly what's happening in real time. They're taking their power back. They said, look, these resources are our land. This is our land. These are our resources. And we should be the people that are in control. And we should become selfish once again with those resources and make the rest of the world play by our hand and not us playing by everybody else's hand that put themselves in this land.
Right.
I know that rhymes, but that's exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, really, at the end of the day, they're taking control back. Sean said they're sacrificing the country for their own gains. Absolutely, and I think that that's okay because it's about time. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to see Africa start to take control of itself once again, and the natives to take control of the resources that they have there, because who better to administer what those resources should be allocated towards than Africa. You know, Africa should be responsible and accountable for its resources and making sure that the rest of the world plays by its rules instead of them playing by the rules of the world in a country that they are natively from and have little to no, control.
Right.
So taking control back is a great thing. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is, man. We're gonna keep an eye on Africa as we always do, guys. And y'all like, subscribe, and share. We're here Monday, Wednesday, and some Fridays, 8
You
a.m.
said some
and
Fridays.
some Friday. Yeah, yeah, because I figured, it's just it's gonna be a fielder's choice on Fridays. If we have a special guest, yeah, we'll be on. But if there's times where we need to take that day for a personal day, we will not be on, and it's no harm, no foul, no rush, no fuss. That's what we say over in Ross Meisherland. Big shout out to Ross. He's the one that put me onto that phrase. No rush, no fuss. No rush, no fuss. So let's get to our next subject,
Right,
guys. I
right.
found this. I found this on to be really interesting. Um, it says accumulating wealth requires a series of deliberate micro decisions, diligently executed each day. In this process, it remains crucial to cultivate gratitude and acknowledge the seemingly minor achievements. These small victories serve as significant motivators, particularly when one encounters challenges. By maintaining mindfulness of these incremental successes, the arduous journey towards financial prosperity becomes more manageable and fulfilling. Check it out.
15 decrees of a millionaire. First, the path out of poverty is through financial education. Second, work until those who didn't believe in you ask you for a job. Third, if you don't have time to open a book, you'll have even less time to start a business. Fourth, remember, the rich educate themselves while the poor entertain themselves. Fifth, if you don't work on someone else's dreams. Sixth, it's always better to find clients than to look for bosses. Seventh, God wants you humble in heart, not in your wallet. Eighth, start small but dream big. Ninth, the most powerful asset we have is our mind. Well trained, it can create an enormous fortune. 10th, rich people have large libraries, poor people have large TVs. 11th, start being more grateful and complaining less. Complaining brings poverty. Gratitude brings abundance. 12th, if you can't control your emotions, you won't be able to control your money. 13th, turn your passion into your source of income. If you don't love what you do, you'll never be happy. 14th, don't say what's left after spending. Spend what's left after saving. 15th, money isn't earned by working. It's earned by thinking. If working 8 to 12 hours a day made people millionaires, everyone working those hours would be wealthy. And comment money to attract wealth and abundance into your life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. We saw that, Miz. You know what I'm saying? The moving sweeper. Dope and crazy. But a lot of great things in that message right there. And I felt like our audience needed to hear a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Because the only way that we can really change our situations is we have to start changing the way that we think on a day-to-day basis. It starts here in the mind, and then it becomes an action. You know what I'm saying? And we do say this a lot on the AM King show, but I figured that was an important factor because I've been seeing a lot of crashing out and this, that, and the third on social media. A lot of people, have these mental triggers that turn into physical ones. And so, getting people back to a center, and by messages like this, you know what I'm saying? By messages like this, I think is very, very important. And let's get some perspective from our panel, man, because I think the Kings all have something great to say about what we just put on display. Saint, go ahead and give us some perspective,
I'm gonna
brother.
tell you one of the things that one of the important focuses or important points to me is number 12, and that is take the emotion out of the shit. Okay, let's keep it clear. Okay, when you get
Mhm.
into these emotional spins or whatever, and it affects your business, you're fucked pretty much at the end of the day. Because when you don't think logically, okay, and you figure out what the solution is, or whatever the case it may be, um just keep the emotion out of it. I think that's probably
Yeah.
one of the most important factors, is taking the emotion out of it. Because I'm just
Yeah.
getting just
No,
like
no, no,
that's
no,
to
no.
me.
I'm right there with you though.
I
Because
I
how
honestly
we
believe,
react to
yeah,
things, right?
I honestly believe that's probably one of the most important key factors because when it comes to, especially when it comes to men, we are always going to think more or less cold logically, okay? Because when you start taking emotion into the factor, you fuck up and you make a mistake, and then you're like, damn, what did I do? You think about it in a logical case and not in an emotional case. And that's how shit always gets fucked up, man. It gets fucked up.
Oh man. People don't understand that.
Yeah.
People don't understand that because the habit is to do exactly the opposite. And I say habit a lot. And the reason why I say that is because yeah, we have a responsibility to control it within ourselves
Yeah.
first. And it's not to disrespect nobody because we all have had to refine ourselves. Trust and believe. I couldn't say nothing about controlling emotion if I didn't have to learn how to do it
Yeah.
myself, if I didn't have to learn how to take it in my own life. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like real quick, saying Blunt Conversation said this. He said, but you know what? We like to say eliminate emotions, but they are real. Yes, you have to control it, but it is very real. Sometimes it gets hard, depending on the situation, in my opinion. But yes, definitely work on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes it comes out at the wrong or the right time. And we do, we respect that because it is not easy. No, we're not saying this to say that it's easy because it takes time, especially when you have practiced it a certain kind of way and then you have to unlearn. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because for the betterment of yourself, you have to learn how to
Well,
control your emotions. So that is a very important thing. Go
well,
ahead,
what I
Saint.
was going to say, because like at the beginning of my career, at the beginning of when I started doing all of this, you can be a little bit emotional because when you get into the business of the entertainment, especially, you do
Oh yeah.
get emotional because you're trying to figure out if you're going to get signed or something. It depends on what aspect of the business that you're a
Hmm.
part of. My thing is that
Yeah.
over the years you have to toughen up and stop listening to everything everyone else says because the next person is not going to be invested in you. They're trying to get invested into themselves, and the thing about it is you project emotion as for kind of like complacent for weakness. Then yeah, you're gonna fucking fall like a man, you're gonna fall apart like a $4
Oh
suit.
yeah.
And I'm telling you,
Yeah,
and
like
I've
a tree,
seen
like
it, man.
like a big
And
tree.
and I mean, and I've seen it in front of me, you know, in certain
Hmm.
entertainments. And I'm telling you, bro, it is off the fucking meter. Trust that.
Yes,
Trust
indeed.
it.
Jay in the chat says sometimes it's hard to control. I have intermittent explosive disorder. It's literally they call it
Incredible
the
Hulk
Incredible
disease.
Hulk
Yeah.
disease. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard of that before. You know what I'm saying? And it does exist in some of us. Only thing that we can say is, what's on your mind is how your world is. What's on your mind is how your world is. That's one of the best things I can tell you. And I say this all the time. It takes time. It takes time to unlearn habits that we know that are not good for us. You know what I'm saying? As long as we do have a strong desire, though, to reverse those situations and reverse those conditions in ourselves, eventually that code starts to switch itself and put it back on a better perspective. LB.
Yeah, you about summed it up. Because basically it is the mindset, but sometimes it's your upbringing too. Because you might be born in the jungle where your mindset is
Yeah.
to react, to defend and fight and survive. To where some people might be living in like high collared area where they don't get that violence, so their mindset don't be on that page. So some people might have to learn that at a different level than other people. So sometimes they don't catch on as fast as other people because they don't get the chance to see the side that everybody else see because they're
Right.
in a whole different culture. So it's levels to it. It all depends on what you learn and who you run across on your travels growing up. So
You know what I mean? Everybody's different.
And you're absolutely right, and especially as like Saint says, as men, especially us men of
Whew,
color,
yeah.
we have been put under a microscope. People think that I talk about it all the time, Mellow Man. The B boy in the Target. This dude right here, Public Enemy, was sending such a strong message with that logo. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of like the mindset that's why they call Public Enemy. Public Enemy was the government, all this other things that were playing on around us. And I didn't mean to miss that what you were saying earlier about correlating the country. You know what I'm saying, Sean? You were speaking about America. I got you on that. You know what I'm saying? I got you on that. But the government's responsible. People forgot that was a little subliminal that was typed into the cover of the Yo Bum Rush the Show. If you didn't see that in the cover down below, it's in typings and it's almost like a ticker that's going across the bottom and it says the government's responsible. But the point that I'm getting at is that us as men of color have faced a lot of adversity since the very beginning, even before we even came into existence. People that look like us have faced adversity. Mellow Man. Can't hear you, bro.
I can't hear you.
Turn your mic on. Turn your mic on, P.
Put it in reverse.
I can't hear you.
Shit. Well, here it is. Have you forgotten that once we were brought here,
we were
robbed of our name, robbed of our language. We lost our religion. Our
Oh, your audio kicked out. Your audio kicked out, P. I don't know what happened there. It's like your audio just said.
Y'all got
Yeah.
it?
We back. Yep. Say it again though for the people in the bike.
Man, listen. We lost our religion. We lost our culture. We lost our God. And many of us, by the way we act, we done lost our mind. I mean, that's definitely when we talking about PE, Public Enemy, and the B. I don't know if y'all know, but the B boy, that was E Love from LL Cool J's posse. That's E Love
That's
with
E
the
Love.
fedora.
Yep.
That's E Love. But just to touch on around the clock what everybody was saying, there's a certain way that, and we talk about this all the time. We talk about how to eat to live. You know,
Yeah.
Dr. Sebi, he had various ailments, and he started off by fasting for 45 days. He had
Yep.
chemical he had knowledge of chemical combines that would alleviate certain illnesses, and of course they got him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? They got him up out of here. how you
Oh
how you
yeah, P.
dive
Hey,
yeah.
P. I man, you always are right on time with it, man. It was one of the things in the rundown. There he is.
You know something? Curing AIDS is easy. Curing sickle cell is like play me. Diabetes, we cure in a month. Yet, there aren't any centers in Germany that is beset with diabetes. There aren't centers in the United States that cure diabetes. We cure diabetes. Now, what are we going to do now? I would like to hear the excuse. I would like for someone to take this particular entity to the leaders of America, and I would like to hear the excuse that they're going to give us for not supporting it. You know something?
Mhm. Once again, the Abbott is spot on. Spot him, got him.
Yeah, he went to the billionaires that Oprah, all of them. Like he went to them like, I'm on to something. I need some support. But what they're saying, You're not a medical doctor. We ain't getting behind what you're talking about. We're not picking up what you're putting down. And basically, if you go back to the documentary with Left Eye, that's who she was out in on the island with, Dr. Sebi. She went there for enlightenment, and her demise, is kind of controversial as well. But we have to eat how to live. You know what I'm saying? What comes into our body, uh, disease, all of these things, like they need a host to come into our body, and the host is mucus. When a mucus comes in our body, it forms into tumors and all type of malfunctions and diseases. So that's where we have to start with eating to live, intermittent fasting. We shouldn't be laying down with food in our stomach undigested, because that is a major problem. So what C said about, you got to be accountable. You have to get out of your emotions. Not only get out of your emotions, you have to get out of your ego as
Right.
well. We um we we beat our chests a lot of times, and when C, I mean, you know, AJ, you was talking about back in the day and your career and getting started. Me as a photographer, there's a guy in Erie. His name is Fred O. Rush. Everybody
Fred
knows
Rush,
Fred
yes.
Rush. Big man in the city when it comes to politics and city council, all of this. He named me the shooter. I was on the scene with the camera. You know what I mean? Whatever was going on, my basis for camera training, we did stuff. But at the same time, my advocacy, we were at the steps of the courthouse. We were in front of whatever was going on when police was pulling folks over. Pat, to tell you,
Oh yeah, we would pull up on site.
they called me the shooter, and it was
Yeah,
talking about that
like
candy.
literally like how they would call the news to come out and cover things. That's exactly how it was, and that's 110%
That's what we
fact.
did, and I left the city feeling like I was the best thing to touch the camera. And I got to Atlanta and met a young man that, I was close to 40 when I got to Atlanta. And I met a guy in his 20s. His name is Rob Ector. If y'all do some research on Rob Ector, young man that, um, how I met him was actually through social media, through Twitter. This was when Twitter was hopping, you know what I mean? Talking about 2009. I moved to Atlanta in 2009. So I started following, the first two people I followed was Tiny and Toya from the Tiny and Toya
Hmm.
show, the reality show. Rob was a photographer, was taking pictures of Toya because Toya thought she wanted to be a model. She thought she wanted to be a lot of things, but she's found herself. But long story short, I developed, a camaraderie, and I met him, went to his photo studio, and I told him humbly, I'm a lot older than you. I got a lot more experience, but whatever you got in the direction of pointing me in the right direction, as far as this photography thing, I'm all ears. If you got projects for me, let's get it. And at the time, this was when I finally linked with him. Mind you, in '09 is when we started, on Twitter or whatever. But physically being in his presence, it took 3 years later. And unfortunately, that same year, my brother passed away, and I ended up moving
Right.
down here. But Rob Ector right now is the photographer for Mary J. Blige. He's the photographer for Niecy Nash. I mean, the official photographer. Nobody else takes pictures but him. Steve Harvey, he's that guy. You know what I'm saying? So we have to come with a sense of humility with everything that we approach business wise. Let's be humble and let's
You
get it.
got it, brother. You got it. Get it. Got it. Misery had a lot of great things to say here. He said the moment you get out of your lane and out your pocket and jump into the lane and jump into their pockets and say what you done came up with, your ass might be grass. You done came up with a creation that can change the world and change your community and change your ways. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, you ain't never lied, man. You ain't never lied. Well said, brother. Because they won't tell us everything. Because this is how some of these folks you know what I'm saying? Some of these folks make their money, especially when it comes to the medicine and the sickness of people. Yes, indeed, the ways of living, for sure, man. Well
Mhm.
said, well said. C.
Yes. Um, I will say this. They say don't get emotional, don't get emotional, don't get emotional. Let us rephrase that word. Let us change that word. It shouldn't be let's not get emotional because we're doing what we're doing because of our emotions already. Because we love that it's a love in itself isn't necessarily an emotion, yet it translates into an emotion that's inside your body. So that being said, let's just say don't get angry. Don't get so angry. That's important. And if you
Yeah,
do
anger.
feel angry, and if you do feel
Anger,
anger,
anger is the angle. I agree with you. Go ahead, though.
y-
See, my bad. Yep.
yeah. So no problem. What a person should do is it's difficult to do at times because in that moment, anger can have you be impulsive because we're taught from the time we come out the womb that we are this physical body and we aren't this physical body. So it's difficult for us to separate what this physical body is saying that it feels and what you actually feel. And both are emotions. So we have a wide array of emotions. You just have to learn how to separate it from the physical body and who we truly are. So when anger is upon us, what we should do is ask ourselves, why am I feeling this? Is this truly me? And what can I do to resolve this? Because we have to look at it like it's a circuit inside of the computer. So the emotion, electric motion, is going to a certain point, but it's not going all the way around to the next circuit, which is how people stay in anger. We have to embrace how we feel. We just can't get rid of how we feel because it's going to happen. It is inevitable. It is impossible for us to deny how we feel. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna feel it. You can say, I don't feel that. You feel it, motherfucker. Sit there and act like you don't. You feel that. You have to embrace it so it doesn't control you.
That's a very
So
man.
instead of let's not use the word emotional. Let's use the word anger. Anger has its right places for a right time, and it's not really in the time of business. Not unless someone's trying to cut your throat in business. That's something a little different.
Yeah.
Outside of that, let's not get angry. Embrace how you feel, comprehend why you feel, where it came from, and turn it to a different place. Put that energy, divert it somewhere else
Right.
where
Healthy
it
outlets.
belongs. Yes.
Healthy outlets can help you tremendously. I mean, that means like pick up some weights. One of the things that really keeps me or started me on the pathway to that type of zen, if you will, where my anger is it really is in my control. Where that's began is I started working out. I started doing things to physically challenge my body. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a 300-pound man. Look at me today. You see that? Like that's
Yeah.
letting you know right there
Same
that
here.
I've been putting some work in, and it really helped me refine myself and help me control a lot of things that was really going on the inside of me. You know what I'm saying? Because that was my solution. That was my outlet. Another great outlet, obviously, you already know what it is. Like this is a great outlet, of course. However, it also sparks emotion. So I had to find something
Hmm.
that could quell the anger. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, well, I
Yeah.
understand that, Jay. Jay, we understand that your condition is a little unique, brother. The only thing that
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
do
it's
is
different.
try to encourage you to try to practice things that will keep that stuff at bay. We're not doctors. We don't have the answer for everything, but we could definitely encourage you to channel from the inside out. You know what I'm saying?
You see, the thing is about what he's referring to is more so the moment. It's in the moment. It's not so a long term thing. with anger,
Right.
it's in the moment.
It's in the
And I
moment. Right.
comprehend where he's coming from because
Yeah,
I was
absolutely.
headed down that path because I would get blind rage too.
Oh,
And then
we all have had
after
anger
the fact,
management problems.
yeah,
Look,
yeah, it was after the
have it.
fact when
My
someone,
my fault. See, my
okay, go
fault.
again.
Real quick. We all done been look, I done been around L. A lot of us, we all have had our moments where this could have, you know what I'm saying? And it's and we've had a moment and like you said, Jay, you said you've had a hold of it for years. I got you. But you know, we all had to make a conscious decision. We all had to make a conscious decision, just like yourself. See, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to
Yeah,
make it seem like Jay's
yeah,
situation
yeah,
is to be, you know, to be quelled or be belittled or anything like that. But mental health is an issue for us as men in this society, and the only reason why we're bringing this, you know, this up is because we need to start sharpening each other's toolkit and let Jay know. Look, when you feel like that, you can contact somebody like us who's been there with you, who's been there with you. You know what I'm saying? And we
yeah.
can work
Yes.
these
And
things together. Like I've had situations where relationships fell apart. And that's a tough pill to swallow for guys like us because that's all we really need is balance in our life. And if you don't have that balance, you can crash out. But how do you when you don't have that other source to rely upon? How do you get back in order? You have to start channeling from the inside out and quit letting the outside world control what's going on the inside of you. Go ahead, see my bad.
yeah, yeah, it's okay. The thing, well, I cannot say I directly know exactly how he feels concerning that. 'Cause again, I was headed down that path. I would get blind rage, and I would just forget things. And me and him, we have conversations, so I comprehend a little bit more than the rest of the panel. So with him, I would say it's all about the moment to moment. And with him, he need we could talk on the back channel, me and Jay. Yeah, for other people who aren't as how you say his extremes, you have to learn how to breathe, be conscious of how you feel, and say to yourself that would how can a king allow someone else dictate how he feels? I'm choosing to feel angry right now. They do not dictate my emotions. They do not control my emotions. The situation does not control my emotions. Sometimes it's difficult, yes, because some every now and then I go into it. Yeah, it's very few and far in between now. So it's all about knowing how to breathe, comprehend. So, okay, I'm feeling angry right now. I cannot allow myself. First, you have to decide. I cannot allow myself to get to this point ever again. That's the first step. I am never allowing myself to get to this point ever again. So once you start that, you'll be able to see that, oh, I'm getting angry right now. It's time for me to just take a second to breathe. If I need to step away, say, hey, let me step away for a second because I'm getting angry. I just want to calm down because you need to not be so angry.
Yes, yes, Jay, and Jay, we hear you, brother. PTSD, anxiety, depression, all
Yeah,
from military and trauma, and we can understand that because I have peers that have the same that have experienced these same type of symptoms, the same type of things that have been in control of their lives, and the only thing that we can offer is a shoulder and an ear and a word of encouragement, you know, in those times when you feel the most. Just know that you're not in the boat rowing by yourself. And that's sometimes what that condition ends up making people feel like they're in a boat rowing by themselves. No, we can offer, let me say it like this, we can offer a solution by saying, hey, look, we can be a understanding ear in those moments. We can be a word of encouragement in those moments because we all need it. You know what I'm saying? I know my music business is not just music business. It's low key a ministry as well. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that I've saved from going one other way. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've said my music business has stopped a lot of people from crashing out on a whole nother level because of the fact that I approach this with love, with peace, with balance, with things that to help folks. So I know that it's more than just music. I know it's more than just music. Us being mentally healthy is the most critical thing, because then it helps us understand why our body needs to be healthy, why it understands, you know what I'm saying, and it goes in a positive domino effect. You know what I mean? But go ahead, fellas, go ahead.
Somebody mic is running hot. You got to hit the mute. Somebody mic is running hot.
Somebody's mic is running hot. Okay.
You hit the mute. But
Okay.
definitely, what I want to say to Jay, you know, when we talk about how to eat to live, it kind of goes beyond like electric food keeps the electric body going. You know, we got to take herbs, not just, you know what I mean, cookie main type herbs. I mean,
I was about to get to that, but do
no,
your thing.
not them herbs, but I mean that helps as well. That helps as
Mm-hmm.
well. But I'm saying natural herbs that aren't burnt. You know, herbs like lavender. You know,
Tea tree.
lemon. Huh?
Tea tree.
What you say?
Tea
Yeah.
tree.
Yep. Yep. Passion flower,
Sea moss.
chamomile, valerian root. Valerian root. Try, you know, just Google it for real and see what herbs.
Chaga.
Yeah, see what herbs that
Okay.
will will help
Ashwagandha.
PTSD. Look,
Granddaddy Perp.
look the herbs up and put those into your daily regimen. What do you say?
I
The
mean,
granddaddy herp.
there's another herb that we can talk about.
Yeah, the granddaddy
Yeah,
is.
that
All those
granddaddy
herbs
herb.
It's
out there,
called
Yeah.
probably.
it's called the granddaddy for a reason. Now it's called the granddaddy for a
Old
reason.
granddad. Old granddad
Granddaddy,
get
get
you
your ass in
there.
line real quick.
Yes, sir.
Sour diesel. I
But
mean,
I think we're getting to that point. Tammy, good morning. Good morning, Tammy. You already know
So,
the AM
so
Queens is in with the AM Kings this morning. I think we all are getting to the understanding of what it is. We have a network that we can rely on as a therapeutic thing as well. Somebody, you know, and I don't agree with this, that we always need to go seek a therapist to really heal ourselves. Sometimes you can do self therapy, because I know I'm a living example of it.
me
I've
too.
healed
That's how I
myself.
became a Reiki master and shaman.
I man, I've healed myself. And I'm not saying that it's not necessary. I mean, for some people, it is necessary. If you feel that you need that, seek it. Seek it. I'm not going to tell you not to seek it. I just know that it's possible to put yourself back in order yourself, because I had to. I was crashing out. I had a lot of different situations that was going on that was not good for me, and it was making my mental, you know what I'm saying, futile. But I had
Pause.
to learn how to get that together. You know what I'm saying? I had to, and I felt like, you know what? Why would I put that responsibility on somebody else when I know that I have to be my own police? When I have to be my own, you know what I'm saying? Police. I have to police my emotions, my reactions. I have to start controlling that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I believe it. Weed has helped a lot of people.
mm,
You know what I'm saying, Jay? Absolutely, and that's why we don't trip, because L firing up, because C is firing up in the morning. Man, some people need that. L's even said it on the show. He didn't said it on the show.
Yeah.
Am I lying?
mm.
Elizabeth, come to join you, honey. I'll have this in my hand by 8 o'clock.
I'm trying to tell you, man, and I'm telling you that it's really, really important for us to remember that we can heal ourselves. We can heal ourselves, and some of us are walking examples of that. Now, sometimes you do need to go talk to a therapist. By all means, do such. But also know this too, that we are amazing creations. We are amazing creations, from the mind all the way to our infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? And we can heal ourselves. We can. The dog said, "Hell yeah." You know what I'm saying? He said,
Yeah,
"Hell yeah." Saint,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
saint.
He told that nigga to fire that shit up, nigga. You slowing on the rotation.
We can heal ourselves. And one of the things that I'm just going to say on this note, and we can stop here, is that the way it's not necessarily what people are saying to us, it's not what people are doing to us, it's how we're reacting to it. Sound crazy, don't it? But it's the truth. It's not what people are saying to us. It's not what they're doing to us. It's how we react to it. And I'm pretty sure the therapists hate you, Jay. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm telling you that there's other alternatives to that. You know what I'm saying? Tammy said this: I had to learn ways to naturally heal myself because I don't want to take the white man's poison medication. And weed is definitely a part of my healing. I believe you scare them. I bet you scare them because sometimes I look at it this way. I'm like, nobody really can tell you how to be you but you.
Nobody can be you but you.
Yeah, hey, nobody can be you but you. Y'all dig it? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And so we have a job and a responsibility to police ourselves. What kind of person do you want to be when you wake up in the morning? Start with an affirmation and a manifestation and say, hey, look, I am thankful and grateful because of this positive thing that goes on in my life. Everything don't have to be positive, but you can start somewhere. You can start somewhere, and that begins to fix what's really going on the inside of you. I had to learn it too because sometimes people will still look at me to this day and they think I'm still the old J Pad, and I keep trying to tell them, no, I'm not. I'm not the old J Pad. You know what I'm
He
saying?
that same nigga. Y'all better leave him alone.
Nah, I'm not. I'm not the same. Yeah, now see, now see, you sent the wrong message out this morning. Now I'm trying to, trying
Yeah,
to
you,
get. I
you
mean,
the
yeah,
coal in the fire, nigga. It's getting hot.
hey, listen. I
The
mean,
juggernaut.
I think if anything, I just became more of a person that was more firm with the way that people are around me. You know
Jonan.
what I'm saying? Like you're not just gonna play around with me any old particular kind of way. And that's just what it is. I don't do that. But play the affirmation music. Yes, play manifestation. Do affirmations. Do manifestations. Do the shadow work yourself. You can. There's a lot of information. If you guys need any information, holler at your boy. I can show you what it did for me, and I can show you how it worked for me. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully it'll rub off, and you'll find a solution within those solutions. You know what I'm saying? You may have to find your own from there, but it'll start you on a pathway of showing you this is how I did it. I started following the principles of the secret, the law of attraction. You know what I'm saying? And I can calmly say that to this day that the main thing that fixed me on the inside was learning the principles of the secret, the meta secret, not just any old secret, the meta secret, the law of attraction, the law of vibration, the law of correspondence, the law of mentalism. Those things of that nature, I began to study those things because I needed to change. I needed to stop feeling like I was down in the dumps or feeling like I should crash out and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. All of those remedies right there, P. Chamomile, lavender, passion flower, ginkgo boba. You know what I'm saying? Try these different natural, because sometimes it's what they're feeding us too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, excuse me, let me rephrase that. A lot of the times it's what they putting in our, they making us put in our bodies. And nothing that man has made has been meant to heal us. They are just band-aids. They are just band-aids. What was meant to heal us grew out of the ground before anybody made modern medicine. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can stop me when I'm lying, but I know that's the truth. I know ever since I started taking everything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it works. Yeah, the manifestations and affirmations, I slide back a little, but I noticed it. So I keep trying to check myself and keep working hard to change because definitely is needed. It's man, that's all. That's all misery. That's all. And we respect you for that, brother. We respect you for that because people are gonna push our buttons. People are gonna do this, that, and the third and make us overreact because our people have been traumatized for way before we even got here. You know what I'm saying? And it's generational. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it: urban decay, white flight, redlining. These conditions in this country have been here to oppress us, and starting here because they know what's the Jim Crow law say. You get them here, you have them. You get them here, though. You don't necessarily have to get them physically. You get them here. You psychologically break people, then you have them. You know what I'm saying? But how do we reverse that? We take back control of our psyche. one step at a time. And it did not happen overnight. I didn't become the person that I am overnight. It took time. I started studying the law of attraction in 2015. It's 10 years later. That's what you're seeing as the end result. That's what doing the shadow work is all about. That's what doing the shadow work is all about. It takes time. It took me a whole decade to be able to even sit here and say this to you, that even when stuff happens to this day, because shit happens in my life just like everybody else's. But how I react and respond to it is what has changed, and changed for the better. And my health is better because of it. And my mindset is better because I couldn't even administer any this stuff to you if I didn't do the shadow work myself and really put myself in a position to refine myself. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Real shit. And it takes that. It takes that. And
Yeah.
we got love for y'all, man. We got love for y'all. Just so y'all know that we got love for y'all. And that's the reason why we approach this with love, peace, respect. See,
Just to let the everyone know that hears my voice. This is what I'm here for. I'm a Reiki master and shaman. Like one of
yeah,
my purposes is to spread love and knowledge and to help people with their trauma and their problems. If I don't know how to, I don't heal people. I get people to learn how to heal themselves. What I do is I get people to the door and I open the door for them. And I say, this is the door that you need to walk through. I'm right behind you. That's what I
yes,
do.
indeed.
How do I
Yes,
know how to do
indeed.
this? Because I've been
Yes,
doing that for
indeed.
myself for many years.
Indeed. Indeed.
Always hit me up.
And it starts with self. It starts with self. That's all we're saying. It goes from the inside out, not the outside in. The inside out. Learning how to channel ourselves, channel everything, our reactions from the inside out, instead of letting the outside, because the outside world is going to always try to throw darts at you. The outside world is going to consistently throw darts at you, regardless of how you feeling on it. You could be walking around, with a smile on your face. The dart is going to come. You know what I'm saying? The dart's going to come. Make sure y'all check that out right there. That link that Pods just put in the link there. You know what I'm saying? The store. Make sure y'all go to the store. Debit card protector. Debit card protector. That's something that we got new on lfxmedia.live. Make sure you go in and look at the store. Go to the store on lfxmedia.live. Go to our stores on our websites, period. custombking.com. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go to the physical store if you're in Erie. Go to In and Out. You know what I'm saying? Go to In and Out. That's where the store is. You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. And you know what, man? We're not doing it for personal glorification. We're doing this because this is the right thing to do. The AM King show exists because this is the right thing to do. Iron sharpens iron. And us as black men, we need to sharpen our iron. You know what I'm saying? Because, the narrative is about, whether we're the ones that always are the most scrutinized. You know what I'm saying? The narrative is we are the most scrutinized. But if we show examples of people that are in control and can spread the love and spread it without looking for anything in return, because that's the key right there. Doing things without asking for it in return lets you know it's genuine.
But
That's all I got to say about that.
salute.
Oh
I
yeah,
love that shit.
oh yeah. What's his name again, bro? Jonah,
Jonin.
Jonin.
Yeah.
Antho, what up, though? Antho, what's going on, brother? Salute, salute. Part of the LFX media
My
team.
name.
You know what I'm saying? Crypto Master Antho in the building. You already know what it is. Big shout out to Antho. He's in there. He's in here with us, P. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to the brother. You know what I'm saying? It's the Kings, though, and we want to see everybody healthy, happy, successful, just like we want to see ourselves that way. We want to see the balance that way. Oh, P jumped out again. Yeah, yeah, we don't big our folks up enough. We
Mm.
don't. These are all the things that we want to correct. These are the things we have to correct. That's why we got to make sure that we're transparent here. It's not just about us. It's about Blunt Conversations. It's about B-Boys TV. It's about First Gen Xers. It's about LFX Media. It's about all of us together. Why the hell would it just be about the AM King show? It's not. The AM King show may be a focal point, but it's not about just the AM King show. It's about everybody. We got to big everybody up. Yep.
Okay,
Yes,
I see
indeed.
what you're
Yes,
saying. Yes, I
indeed.
see
Much
what you're
love.
saying.
Yep. Much love. We all reciprocating it, man. We keep reciprocating the energy. The energy overall is going to go up. It's going to. It's going to. You know what I'm saying? We reciprocate the energy. All you gotta do is tell your brother, "Hey, man, I'm proud of you today."
And that is called
I say that to all
authenticity.
y'all in the network. I say that to all y'all in the network. I'm proud of you today. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean it. It's not because we're doing this for show, for gratification or glorification. You can tell the difference. You can tell the difference. We really want to see everybody succeed and win. We really want to see everybody succeed and win, not just one in particular outfit of
Everybody.
this. Everybody. There's room for everybody to win. Everybody deserves to feel a W in their life of some sort. Deserves it.
Yeah, because there's no such thing as no abundance. It's always abundance.
Oh yeah, Tammy, you're welcome. You're
Always
welcome. She said, "I
abundance.
love the information and learning that I get from this show." Salute. Vibes are always good because this is what we command. Hopefully, when y'all see us, you see people commanding a vibration that is always good because the narrative has to change. There's a bunch of narrative that's going to make the vibes off out there. The AM King show is not that place. And for those who think that we're going to end up ever being that way, you're sadly mistaken. You're going to be disappointed. You need to go back to the other side and keep dragging your vibes down to the level of the devil. Just that simple. But thank you guys. You guys are the real MVP.
Yeah, y'all have been MVPs.
You guys are the real MVP. We thank y'all tremendously for sticking in there with us all this time, this whole entire year. You know what I'm saying? We took 1 week off, but we've been going consistently for almost 7 months now. And we thank y'all tremendously for building this network and this net worth. Thank y'all for sharing. Thank y'all for liking and subscribing to the channel. We're going to try to keep bringing y'all stuff to sharpen our iron and also bring some humor. And here go a little bit of funnies. And you know what I'm saying? I had to throw some of these in here. This one right here, talking about slapping fire out of you, amen. This was a funny one that I seen on the thing, and it's only 8 seconds, so get your popcorn ready.
Whoever put this funky ass loose change in the collection plate is a bitch. If I catch you, I'm gonna slap fire out of you, amen? Whoever put this funky ass loose change in the collection plate is a bitch. If I catch you, I'm gonna slap fire out of you, amen?
Oh, that's crazy. You see, someone like
Yeah,
me will
man.
walk up there and be like, "It was me. What now?"
You gonna smack chains out your you said you gonna do.
Hey yo, we're gonna keep the theme going, man. This is the pop locking pastor.
Pop locking for my Lord and Savior. Pop locking for Jesus Christ. Pop locking for the King of Kings. Pop locking for Jesus Christ. Pop locking for my Lord and Savior. Pop locking for Jesus Christ. Pop locking for the King of Kings. The pop new master. I'm gonna level up and shut the devil up. I'm gonna level up and shut the devil up. I'm gonna level up and shut the devil up. Pop locking, level up. The power new master.
What the fuck
I
is
mean,
going
like a moving neon billboard.
We're gonna have a video made
Bro.
and shit.
Oh man, that was crazy.
You got production crew and
Hey
everything
yo,
for this
wait a minute.
one.
Wait a
Caught a
minute.
man light
Wait a
bright.
minute. Misery said, is that Bobby Womack out there?
Womack.
Womack. His old Womack.
Somebody will match your shit.
I'm
Whoa,
gonna
Matt.
level up and shut the devil
Oh,
up. I'm glad. Shut the devil up.
Big Pop locked in that shit.
Oh man, and the reason why we do this is because we gotta get your energy in the right space, man. Y'all leave us on a high, positive, funny note all the time. You know what I'm saying? And we leave y'all with a positive note, man. But thank you guys once again. We ran a little over our hour of power, but we needed to get that talk in today, and I think it was important. And from time to time, we're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take the time as needed to really drive the point home. Thanks to the Saint for tapping in this morning with us. You know what I'm saying? You the real MVP for brother for coming in. You guys don't have to be here, but we're here because it's necessary. It's not the popular thing. It's necessary. www.lfxmedia.live. Make sure y'all tapping in. And to the store, once again, P, I know you jumped off, but you had put a link up for the store and talk about that real quick. Oh, your audio.
We're not here, man.
Can't hear
We're
you,
not
brother.
here.
Can't hear you.
We don't hear you. I don't even think you hear us.
Y'all know what's going on with the audio. We can see you. We can't hear you.
I had two screens open.
Okay.
Oh.
The dual screen.
Yes, I was in the
Mm.
dual sides of the
The
universe.
double screen is super mean.
We came up with a podcast called Monetize Your Message, and stay tuned for that on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Monetize Your Message. So that's one of the things. One of our sponsors, Signal Vault credit card. So follow that link and purchase it. It acts as a bulletproof vest for your wallet and your credit cards for the low note.
Mm-hmm.
Tap in and tell a friend. Grab you one of those right
You're in
now.
the know now, and no one's half the battle. Absolutely. Man, y'all have a great day today, man. And we'll be back on Wednesday. Make sure y'all liking, subscribing, and sharing. Thank you to everybody that shares the show every time that we're on. And when you guys are going live, we'll share you guys right back and you see us doing it. You know, like I said, one hand washes the other, both hands wash the face. You already know how that goes, man. For C, LB, Mellow Man's Juggernaut,